dodging, fitting, playing all go, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me, I bought her a seat.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield forced out to his left. Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Now a first down carry for Harris. Corey Littleton there on the tackle. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. But now it's 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. Roethlisberger will throw. Ebron caught left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Roethlisberger toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. With Harris out of the shotgun. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. Quick slant finding Claypool. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Here's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. On the ground, it's Harris. And it looks like he's going to be stopped short of the 1st down by about a yard. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. A big play there. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Mayfield on play action. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield now. Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. He gets it complete to Harris. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. He'll buy some time right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting the sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Chubb. Pushing through the contact. They find some open field here. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. What an excellent run, and from the beginning, the defense just looked a little fooled, a little out of position.
A little bit frozen, too, because when you hand the ball inside, you lose sight of it oftentimes as a defender, and your eyes naturally gravitate to the quarterback. And before they realized it, he was off and running through the thick of the line while the quarterback faked it and carried it outside.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. On first down, Harris. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Now Harris. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They run for it with Harris. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Here's Harris. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. This is third and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Flushed out right. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Here's Baker. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ross.
7 yards to pick up there. 3 yards remain for 2nd down.
One last shot from Mayfield here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, and it's 3rd and short.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
And he missed it. It wouldn't have mattered. They were going to lose either way, but the game ends strangely on a missed PAT. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside.